welcome to Tea Time with me, Shaili Chopra. We're coming to you from San Diego, which is really the big daddy of golf in the United States and perhaps in many ways the capital of golf for the rest of the world. Why? Because you've got the best golfing equipment companies based here. There's a very interesting anecdote that goes back about 3 to 4 decades as to why most of these manufacturers, whether it's Callaway, TaylorMade or anyone else, decided to set up shop here, put up their headquarters down here. It seems that the aerospace industry for about 4 decades ago was based out of this region, and in many ways, though it's not the most obvious connection that you would make, technology in aerospace and technology in golf manufacturing is actually very similar. So when engineers from the aerospace decided they want to do away with that industry because it was getting too mature, they actually moved in to places like Callaway and set up their industry for golf balls and for golf equipment, including clubs. Something we'll talk about as we go along with all our special guests, an array of people who are going to join us to tell us about how technology has gone from being the woods straight to what are now high quality irons and of course graphite titanium shafts. So we'll talk about golf technology on Tea Time this time.
You're trying to make the golf club bigger and more efficient without making it heavier.
The thing about adjustability is there's sort of something for everyone in this golf club.
We try to put a lot of technology into this type of putter, but are really looking for a piece of jewelry.
So we have a lot of chemists and scientists also working on the golf ball.
Everyone likes to believe golf is a great game, but it may have some poor players. But that's really the chance that they have to fix the game at a performance center, which is why we are here in San Diego bringing you a flavor of how you can improve your game by just improving your equipment.
Drive into sunny San Diego and you find the world's top golfing companies a kilometer's radius. Each one trying to woo the passionate American golfer in the global capital of golf. ET now drove up to Callaway's headquarters in the Performance Center to get you the real story behind golf equipment. Particularly the new generation stuff you can put to use and play with like a pro. Adjustable drivers have been around for years and lots of golfers like them because they allow you to tweak things like the loft, face angle, lie angle and weight distribution.
It takes 6 weeks to generate from what you see here on screen to metal.
Now Callaway is out with its latest series, lightweight and fast.
We were working with the University of Washington on new materials to use in golf club, obviously, applications. They were also doing some work at the same time with Lamborghini, and they were looking for similar classes of materials. They use them for different things, obviously, but for the same purpose. They want lighter, stronger materials so they can take weight out of a car to make it faster, make the speed to weight ratio better. We want light materials for similar reasons. We want to take weight out of places where it's not effective and use it where it's more effectively. So we found that we were both sort of converging on the same types of materials. So we actually first had an R&D agreement with them, and a joint development agreement where we were working on some material research together, and that's continued on. Last year we kind of extended that into a marketing agreement. But yeah, there's a lot of similarities there. It's interesting. I mean, we spend more money than anyone in the industry on R&D, and we're continually spending on new concepts, new materials. That's kind of the lifeblood of our company is our products. So we spend a lot of money there and a lot of effort.
Outside, all these clubs at the Performance Center are tested and ready for players. Inside, the research goes on. The new adjustable drivers allow golfers to adjust the club's face angle to 3 positions to match how they address the ball: open, square, and closed. This adjustment helps minimize the player's tendency to a slice or hook. The Razor Fit, as it's called, has already found a home in the bags of Ernie Els and Phil Mickelson, but soon it could be yours. Here's what all you could do with it.
There's sort of something for everyone in this golf club. So depending on what your miss is and what you're trying to improve in your driving, you can set the driver up to be more forgiving that way. So if you tend to miss the ball to the right, there's a setting for that. If you tend to miss the ball to the left, there's a setting for that. Yeah. So it really helps players reduce their misses and improve their trajectories.
The innovative Razor Fit will come with a neutral face angle, but you can open the face 2.5 degree or close the face 1.5 degree using a torque wrench to unscrew the head from the shaft and reattach it in one of 3 different settings. The Razor Fit comes with a 12-gram weight in the toe area and a 2-gram weight in the heel. But using the same torque wrench, the weights can be switched to increase the draw bias of the club. The crown of the Razor Fit is made from forged composite, a unique carbon material that Callaway uses in collaboration with Lamborghini. It's very much a part of Razor Hawk and Diablo Octane drivers. By melting millions of carbon fibers, Callaway engineers can press and mold the carbon material into very precise shapes and designs.
There's a big difference from player to player and player type to player type in what they're looking for. With the driver, most people want to hit it longer and straighter, whether you're on tour or just starting to play the game. Those are kind of consistent objectives. With your irons, as you get better, you try to hit different types of shots. When you're just starting, most people want to get the ball up in the air and generally in the direction that they want to hit it. Yeah. So we have different design attributes that we design into different irons depending on who we're targeting and what their objective is with those clubs.
This technology contributes to increased ball speed at impact, a critical element of driving distance. Callaway says that the drag force on Razor Fit is 66% less than some drivers of just a few years ago. The head also features the company's lightweight composite material in a crown piece that is designed to save as much as 10 grams over an all-titanium crown.
The U.S. is a very mature market, so it's still our biggest market, individual market in volume. But we see that changing over time. Our international business and U.S. business are about 50-50 right now, and we expect, certainly as we go forward, that our international business will continue to grow at a faster pace. The markets in Asia are huge opportunities for us. Japan there is a pretty well-developed market, but India is obviously a huge opportunity for us. China is a big opportunity for us. So we're really hopeful that those markets come along, and we're trying to have a presence there such that when they do develop, we'll be able to take advantage of it. We're really excited about our product line in 2012. Obviously, our flagship product in 2012 is going to be our Razor Fit driver. There's a fairway wood that accompanies that. As we talked about, that's our first foray into adjustability, so we're really excited about that. We think there's some great opportunity this year to take some market share with this driver. Yeah. We had a win at the end of last year with Alvaro Quiros, so that was really exciting. Kind of helps to kick off the program. So we're really happy. We think we're well positioned in 2012.
Let me share a very interesting anecdote with you. Here there are trucks that travel with these tour pros when they go out for their tournaments, and it's really interesting because there would be a Callaway truck that would follow these players to essentially ensure that before they start the tournament, they have all the fittings necessary for themselves. So everything that you saw during this show, which showed you how a club is fit to their perfect requirements, is actually an option they have when they're outside at the golf course where they're going to play the tournament. So all you do is enter this little truck and they can refit your equipment just as you please. So it's pretty interesting how golf equipment is very much a parallel life of any golf player, and it sort of literally travels with you from one place to the other.
Nick Arthur is the one man all players get to know. In Callaway's, he spends most of his time in his build room, where you can literally build golf clubs. You can fix them and even grind them almost instantly to suit your needs.
So you can see what I did was I started to take a little bit more off that trailing edge, and then I go through the different roughness to smooth it out. but then we just incrementally basically increase or decrease the bounce until we get it to where they want it. Now what will happen with that is as you grind some of the trailing edge away, you lose some weight, right? So what we'll do is we'll add weight back to it to make sure that it sets up with the swing weight that they like. But that's a quick example of what we can do to make sure that the club comes through the turf appropriately for each player's angle of attack.
Much of what you see here is really what lies in the tour vans for professional players. From a variety of shafts to the rest of the club, you have everything to see and use.
A little bit about how quickly is technology changing, because I suppose that's something that keeps getting people back into this performance center.
Sure, it's really interesting. The whole idea behind making a golf club perform better is usually trying to figure out how to use very high-tech materials to our benefit in the design of the golf club.
Yeah.
What you're essentially trying to do is you're trying to make the golf club bigger and more efficient without making it heavier.
The fitting experts, just like Nick Arthur, personally work with you to find the equipment that helps you meet your performance goals. Who knew customizing clubs can truly change your game?
We're going to slip into a very short break. You're watching a special episode of Tea Time with me, Shaili Chopra, coming to you from San Diego, here at the Callaway Performance Center, getting you a lot more action as it plays out after this very quick break.
There's a couple key characteristics: the feel of the golf ball, the control characteristics around the green, the driver distance, the durability. There's a lot of requirements.